Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted line. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On 1st and 10, Glass. Open here, Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Here we go. I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Carlos Hyde, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
Able to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Bell. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've done it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. And some room to work. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49. Well, that seems a little devil-may-care there, doesn't it? They gave up 3 points, but how about them coming right back and putting themselves in a position to get points of their own? Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say. Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
All right, here we go. Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot! All right, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. This is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Obviously just a huge play, but Charles, as a defender, are you often taught just to knock that ball down on 4th?
You're exactly right. We are taught that. Okay, just knock it down, take the ball on offense. But sometimes you have to know when to break the rules. And he did, to the tune of 6 points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He dumps it to Hyde. And taken down, but not before a beautiful little hurdle. Sometimes it can be dangerous there. It earned him the 1st. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Garoppolo again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
All right, now look at 56. All right, now look at 56. Watch it now,
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Complete to the right. This is Garçon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Watch it now, Barney.
Once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the... You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick...
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
A good pickup there at 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. Back to throw Beathard. And they'll turn. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
To throw on 2nd down. Glass. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. Bell sheds him up, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Le'Veon Bell, touchdown number 15 of the year. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're not out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back here right after this.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Let's go.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They run it again with Hyde. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain. We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Operating from the gun. Glass. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake. Glass, flush to his right. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Check 50. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Look at 56. Look at 56.
Throwing on first down. Glass. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said,
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return will cost him about a dozen yards or so, but his guys do indeed get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A good pick.
You